all try it and chime in and see if we can make it more readable. So, for example, Sergey says if we only remove 4, that would make sense, and so on. So, just as an example, to encourage you to open the issues if you see something, or if there is something missing. For example, also a thing that we noticed is that some of the concept templates have a history note to it. For example, if you look at the project global positioning, it says new concept template enabled by schema enhancement in IFC4. However, for example, this is how it's written, sorry. We think that this would make sense to add to all the concept templates that are defined with IFC 4.4, so that we know which templates and which concept templates got added in 4.4. So more of an editorial issue. However, we're also happy if you add those. Questions, remarks, or also any other business?
Yes. Hello, Stefan. I had a question. I went recently through the change logs, so from 4x3 to now, and I went into the entities. There were added entities and everything, but in properties and quantities, there were nothing described. So I was wondering if nothing was added, modified, or deleted, or if it was an issue to be raised, since we're on the topic.
Perfect question. I will defer it directly to Sergey. I would have deferred it to Lars, but he's not with us.
So you're talking about the change log of what we post in Tunnel?
Yes, the latest change logs.
Those are not the latest because we don't have a baseline for 4x3. This is a slight problem, and we're also not responsible to do that. So we're kind of we're trying to find some common baseline. That's the thing. We don't know all of the changes that were done, so it might not be correct. But the change log to IFC 4.4, of course, then is also influenced. And we currently had a lot of pull requests that were merged in, and it was not yet generated because we had some political issues about how to generate this, and how to actually deal with issues. Probably Michel can explain on that more precisely, because I don't know what I'm allowed to say in this group. But we will definitely try to update the change log as soon as possible with what the current state is. There's again a lot of new pull requests that came in, so probably try to merge most of them through the weekend and then regenerate the documentation. So what you're currently looking at is not really the state at which the schema is at.
Okay. So
and maybe just
4.3 and then 4.4. So
yes, and maybe just with regards to properties and quantity sets specifically, at this stage, the domain teams are actually, we have 3 domain teams, one on geotechnics, another one on excavation and support, and the third one on systems. And they didn't progress exactly at the same pace. So the geotech teams has indeed developed a first version of all the properties and quantity sets that relates to their own geotechnics objects. So that's done, and this is right now under implementation, and this is what Lars is conducting. As far as excavation and support, they are about to finish a first run, and it's like altogether we have 300 entities, I believe, and between 5 and 20 properties per entities, so it's quite of a big job that they need to run through. So the excavation and support team is about to finish this, and I think they are going to be finishing by by the end of the month, and the systems team is a little bit behind, though they bring less new properties compared to what exists already within the schema. So so long story short, we haven't integrated all of these quote tunnel specific properties and quantity sets yet, but that is to come. That is to come rather quickly.
Okay, thank you for the answer. I just didn't know if it was a mistake or something that was forgotten, but now I got all the details. So
It's
thanks.
in progress.
It's in
Yes.
progress. Yes. Thanks for asking. Yes, it's yeah. Any other questions on any other matter? Stefan, can you just go back quickly to the forks that have been created so far by this team? I just wanted to double check one clear thing. 18th, right? So 12D, Hamburg, University of Florida, Dasso, EduTech, Beaver, Norway, that is last, that is me, Aka, Allplan, worker, I believe, is Maxwell, Volue, okay.
Hopefully Wojciech will join us in the afternoon, because he did submit a valid file for Sprint 1.3, so it's from Volue Gemini.
May I ask you whether you have already created a fork, or maybe not, on behalf of OU? It doesn't look like it. Kazunori on behalf of OU.
Oh, doesn't look like it, no.
Oh,
except if he has some sort of nickname here that we do not recognize.
I don't think so. Is that something you could do, Kazunori, so that we have you on the list as that is done on your part?
I'm not sure if he's with us.
See his name, but anyway. And Pat has left. Okay, Pat has left. So no. Is that worthwhile going through the 1.3 sprint file that Volue has submitted? They are not in the call, but they have submitted it. Yes.
I mean, it passes the checks. So and also Lars has already approved it. So
okay.
He also had a mistake, and he added the basic publisher attribute. Very nice commit message. Very clear what happened. But it's also
good.
So also for all of you, this is all publicly available, so you can also look through the files of others and learn from that. It's of course the files are here, right? So just have a look.
Great.
Then I give over to you, Vishal, and I believe we could.
Yep. No, nothing in particular. I was just wondering whether people know that we have a session at the occasion of the Building Smart Technical Summit in Rome, dedicated to this project, and wondered where people were either joining the conference in Rome or will be connecting, and whether there would be any expectations on your side that we, in terms of subject to cover, we'll be doing of course an update as to the progress we make with you, of course, and we will highlight the work that has already been covered, the concepts as we've already discussed, the sprints, the files that have been already exchanged and so on. Yes, this is this one session, but I will not be the only one presenting. So just checking, is any one of you be in Rome for this technical summit?
I've enrolled to be online. This is Lee Gregory. I'm not quite certain what time that session is, but
3:30 p.m. CET. That makes it very early your morning, I would think.
yes. So if nothing else, I'll have the videos.
Exactly.
But I will try and put an alarm clock on.
But for sure, we'll refer to the work your team has been doing, of course, Lee. Yes, indeed. Jan-Erik, will you be there?
No, I had too many other things to do back home here, so I should very much wanted to be there, but no.
Okay. Adam, I think the answer is as per Lee. And Guillaume, any chance to see you there?
In Rome, no. And we're still discussing about attending virtually.
Okay.
So, yeah, it depends.
Okay. Anyway, so we'll be providing an update to the attention of the stakeholders, and then of course put in a room with the progress made. Good. No, that was it for my part, Stefan. If nothing else, then we may adjourn, and we'll then be speaking to you next week again. And for those interested, we have the session at 6 p.m. this afternoon.
Oh,
Will you be here?
Until next
Please.
week.
Till next week, yes.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Good day, good evening. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.